Welcome back to day 3 of our 10-day journey to ultimate success. Last time, we dug deep into breaking mental barriers and reprogramming empowering beliefs. Today, we're going to build on that foundation by focusing on developing self-confidence. Confidence is the bridge that will carry you towards your goals. Please be aware that this session contains hypnosis and shouldn't be listened to while driving or operating heavy machinery. Self-confidence is more than just a buzzword. It's a cornerstone for achieving success in any realm of life. The term often gets thrown around, but do we really understand what it means? At its core, self-confidence is the belief in one's own abilities or judgment. It's the internal sense of competence that makes you think you can handle what life throws your way. The thing about self-confidence is that it's not static. It's not something you either have or don't have. Rather, it's a trait that evolves over time and through experiences. Think of it as a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. But if you neglect it, it can atrophy. And much like a muscle, you have different areas of confidence, social, professional, personal, that may need different types of training. A lack of self-confidence can be limiting in numerous ways. You might avoid taking risks, which in turn limits your opportunities for growth and learning. A lack of confidence can also create a cycle of self-doubt and self-criticism, further eroding your self-esteem. In essence, when you lack self-confidence, you essentially turn your back on your own potential, unconsciously putting a ceiling on what you can achieve. So exactly why is self-confidence so crucial for ultimate success? Firstly, it influences your performance. Whether you're giving a presentation, going on a date, or simply interacting with others, your confidence level affects not just how you act, but how people react to you. Secondly, confidence helps with decision-making. When you trust your abilities and judgment, you're more likely to make choices that align with your goals and values, instead of second-guessing or procrastinating. Third, confidence breeds resilience. When you believe in yourself, you're better equipped to face challenges head-on, learn from your experiences, and bounce back stronger than before. And finally, self-confidence positively impacts your relationships. When you're confident, you attract people, whether they are potential partners, employers, or friends, who appreciate and mirror your self-assuredness. Remember, building self-confidence is a journey, not a destination. It involves self-awareness, skill development, and behavioral change. It also entails breaking the mental barriers we explored last time and instilling new empowering beliefs. But above all, building self-confidence is an act of self-love and self-respect. When you choose to believe in yourself, you're choosing to honor your abilities, your worth, and your unique contribution to the world. As we embark on today's session, we'll explore different techniques and exercises to boost your self-confidence, making it a steadfast ally in your journey towards ultimate success. Remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is with yourself. Strengthening that bond through enhanced self-confidence will be a game changer in how you live your life and achieve your dreams. And so now, just make yourself comfortable and get ready for the session ahead. And so, as you sit there, you might begin to notice how your body feels against the chair. Perhaps the weight of your arms, the way your feet find their home on the floor. And as you attend to these sensations, you might also realize how perfectly natural it is to let go, to trust the chair, the floor beneath you. You trust them to support you, don't you? And when trust is so instinctual, so is confidence. Imagine, if you will, a sunflower. Picture its vibrant yellow petals reaching towards the sky. Now consider for a moment, what does it take for that sunflower to stand tall? Soil, water, sun, nature's own confidence-boosting toolkit. It's a natural process, isn't it? And as you contemplate that, You might think, if a sunflower can find the assurance to stand tall, how much more could you with your infinite potential? Just allow your thoughts to drift like leaves on a slow-moving stream, simply acknowledging them, but not holding on to them. And as you do so, it's almost as if you're opening the windows of your mind, letting a refreshing breeze clear away any remnants of self-doubt. Maybe you can even imagine the breeze softly whispering, "You are enough." Now imagine a staircase in front of you. This staircase represents a journey to greater self-confidence. You don't even have to make the decision to take the first step. Your subconscious mind knows it's the right thing to do. And as your foot naturally gravitates towards that first step, you may just feel a sense of ease wash over you, as if you've unlocked a door you never knew was there, but always wanted to open. And you know, sometimes when we venture deeper into a forest, the trees grow taller and the canopy more intricate, casting unique, dappled patterns of sunlight and shadow on the forest floor. So let's take this opportunity to wander deeper within yourself, away from the everyday thoughts and towards an inner sanctuary that's uniquely yours. Can you feel yourself drawn further inward, as if a magnetic force pulls you gently but irresistibly? Picture that you're walking into a cavern of your mind perhaps. This cavern is illuminated by glowing crystals that line the walls. The closer you get to these crystals, the more radiant they become. And isn't it interesting how as you draw nearer, their brilliance magnifies, much like how focusing on your inner strengths amplifies your self-confidence. Every step you take resonates with the tranquil echoes of a pond where even a single droplet causes ripples to dance across the entire surface. What ripples of relaxation are you ready to send through your body right now? Just consider for a moment, each ripple is like a layer of consciousness, and the deeper the ripple goes, the deeper you go. Feel that with each word I speak, you're sinking further into this serene state, as naturally as a leaf falls to the ground in autumn. And while that leaf may not be aware of the journey it takes, each descent is a dance of grace and ease. What dance of relaxation is your body choosing now? And isn't it curious how sometimes the deeper we go into a story or a piece of music, the more subtleties we discover, the more we appreciate its richness. And as you sink deeper into this state, maybe you'll start noticing nuances in your own experience, layers of relaxation you didn't even know were possible. And in a world where so many people, perhaps even you at times, have looked externally for validation and confidence, let's journey inward today. What does your internal world show you? Is there a time when you felt supremely confident? And remember, your unconscious mind holds all your experiences, so it's perfectly fine if the memory doesn't come consciously. Just know the seed of that experience is within you. Sometimes all it takes is for someone to point out what's already there. Did you ever notice how you already accomplish many things with confidence? Like waking up in the morning and the ease with which you accomplish those familiar tasks, pouring a coffee, brushing your teeth. Think of all of these tasks as notes in your life's melody, and isn't it curious how one note can change the whole tune? Now imagine a garden filled with colorful flowers, diverse in their shapes and sizes. Now among them is a unique flower. It's called the confidence blossom. Notice how it glows, pulsating with an energy that's contagious, even to the flowers around it. And what if I told you that flower exists within your mind? And what if you realize you've been nurturing it all along, even when you weren't aware of it? And while we talk about gardens and nurturing, let me ask you a question. What does it feel like to be truly nurtured? Feel that sense of being cared for envelop you like a warm blanket on a chilly night. Feel it ignite something within you. Do you notice as you feel more nurtured how that confident blossom in your mental garden begins to glow even more vibrantly? And as we venture through this enchanted forest of thoughts, there may be branches that seem to block your way. These could be past experiences or limiting beliefs. Now, you might find it surprising how easily you can move them aside. It's almost like they were never obstacles at all, but stepping stones on your journey to higher self-confidence. Just think back for a moment onto that staircase. Imagine now that you're halfway up. At this point, each step you take doubles your self-confidence. The stairs might even seem to soften, becoming more like a welcoming escalator. Picture yourself ascending effortlessly, full of grace and intention. Every upward motion is a testament to your growing confidence. Do you recall the first time you rode a bicycle? It's a remarkable feeling, isn't it? Your younger self might have experienced some falls, some stumbles, but you rode on anyway. Now what if those falls, in retrospect, were nothing but your early dance steps in the waltz of life, where each stumble added depth to your character, richness to your being? In this deep and meaningful state, allow these realizations to sink in. Like pebbles gently thrown into a still pond, they create ripples that move through every layer of your being. And as those ripples of confidence spread, you realize they're transforming into waves. Waves that are strong and yet serene. Waves that carry the wisdom of the ocean and the lightness of a playful breeze. And I wonder if you can realize how quickly or slowly you choose to accept these insights. Your subconscious mind knows the rhythm that suits you best, doesn't it? And just like when you find the perfect rhythm in a song or a dance, your whole body resonates with it. And so as you sit there, think about what it would be like to wake up tomorrow, embodying this newfound self-confidence. What would you do differently? How would your day unfold? Keep in mind, every day is a canvas, and you have the freedom to paint it with the colors of your choice. Perhaps you're now reaching for shades of courage, self-assurance and trust. And as we continue to explore the untapped realms of your self-conscious, you can realize how far you've come, can't you? Maybe it's surprising how far you've come on this journey today. Some people might underestimate the distance they can travel within their own minds, but you're not like most people. Your confidence is a wellspring that never dries up, and you can access it anytime you wish. You might find it comforting to know that your confidence isn't something you need to seek outside of yourself. It's a hidden treasure within you, already discovered, just waiting to be acknowledged. And isn't it curious how sometimes we can walk past treasures without realizing it? But not today. Today, you claim your inner treasure. Just think about a skill you want to master or a scenario you wish to conquer. It could be speaking in front of an audience or asserting yourself in conversations. Whatever it is, imagine that situation unraveling in front of you now. And imagine handling it so naturally that others marvel at your confidence. And how does that make you feel? You see, confidence isn't just a feeling, it's a state of being. It's like being in a room filled with soft, inviting light, where every corner is visible and familiar. You know this room, you've built it. You can find your way even with your eyes closed. And every time you enter this room, you're showered with a sense of assurance and knowing that you are more than capable. And did you know, in ancient times, warriors had various rituals to summon their courage before a battle? Well, you have your rituals too. You have your experiences and your wisdom. And each time you face a challenge, you can summon that warrior within you, can't you? And in those moments, I wonder if you can hear the echoes of your own battle cry. I am confident. I am strong. And you can begin to notice how your subconscious mind has now built this wonderful, expansive library of self-confidence. It's filled with volumes of your achievements, chapters of your strengths, and even footnotes of your so-called failures, which are really just stepping stones, aren't they? And each time you open one of these books, it's like flipping through the pages of your own potential. Maybe you'll recall today as a significant bookmark in your life, a point at which you turn to a new chapter, a chapter where the hero, which is you, discovers their innate, ever-present courage. You'll find the sentences flowing easier, the dialogue crisp, and the narrative vibrant. After all, you are the author of your own life, and you've decided to write down a compelling saga of self-confidence. And as this chapter unfolds, you find yourself coming across sentences that resonate deeply. Sentences like, "I am worthy," "I can achieve what I set my mind to," and "My confidence is my guiding star." The ink of these sentences is made of the same stuff that forms galaxies, and you are the universe expressing itself confidently through human form. And isn't it remarkable how your subconscious knows exactly how to integrate these valuable experiences? It's like planting seeds in fertile soil. The harvest is inevitable. And the more you nurture these seeds, the quicker they sprout, rooted deeply and reaching high. And as these words and experiences nestle comfortably into your subconscious, think about the days to come. Each sunrise is an invitation to live out your newfound self-confidence. How remarkable will it be to face each day, each challenge, with this unshakable sense of self? Your future self thanks you, and you can thank yourself too. And you have traveled quite the distance today, haven't you? This wonderful world of your imagination is a place you can always return to, filled with the raw material of your true self. Imagine now, if you will, these experiences, learnings, and revelations transforming into tiny, golden, glowing particles. As if by some magical force they begin to spiral around you, creating a swirling vortex of light. And with every breath you take, you're absorbing the golden light into your very essence, fortifying your self-confidence, solidifying your resolve. Picture the light now moving up, floating gently, filling every cell from your toes all the way up to the top of your head. You might notice how your body begins to feel lighter, more energized. And if you could bottle up this feeling, you'd label it confidence, wouldn't you? And perhaps you'll be amazed how easy and natural it will be to wake up feeling refreshed, relaxed, and filled with a vibrant sense of self-assurance. You know, the kind of self-assurance that is a loyal companion, guiding you through every challenge, affirming that you can, you will, and you already have. Now I'll count from 1 to 5, and with each ascending number, your conscious awareness will return, bringing with it all the benefits of this experience. 1, your toes and fingers starting to move, life returning to them. 2, your breath deepens, rejuvenating your body. 3, your eyes flutter like the first rays of dawn, breaking the horizon. 4, your entire being is energized, filled with light and potential. And 5, eyes open, fully awake, ready to bring this newfound confidence into the world. And as you continue your day, or perhaps your night, each step you take and each breath you draw serves as a gentle reminder. You might be surprised to find that you naturally and almost effortlessly exude a level of confidence that others not only notice, but admire, because inside you, the seeds of self-belief have been sown, watered, and are now ready to grow. So you've had an enriching session today, focused on developing your self-confidence. The journey doesn't end here. It continues through practice, application, and real-world experience. And the real world is the best playground for growing your confidence. For your homework for this session, I have a special challenge for you. Identify one activity or situation that you usually avoid due to a lack of self-confidence. It could be anything: speaking up in a meeting, initiating a conversation with a stranger, joining a group activity, or even trying out a new hobby. The scope is as expansive as your imagination, so choose an area where you could use a confidence boost. Now spend some time writing down what has kept you from engaging in this activity. It could be fear, embarrassment, the possibility of failure, or even just not knowing where to start. Write down these barriers. Don't worry, it's not a confession, but a clearing of the mental clutter. Once you've identified your barriers, take a moment to reflect. What would it feel like to engage in this activity and succeed? Let your imagination run wild. Visualize every detail, from the expressions on people's faces to the feeling of triumph bubbling up inside you. Write down these positive feelings and outcomes. They will serve as your mental anchor. And here's the challenging part. Go out and do it. Engage in the activity you've been avoiding. Take it step by step and don't worry about the outcome. Remember, it's the act of stepping out of your comfort zone that builds confidence. It's not about success or failure, it's about the courageous act of trying. And after you've completed the activity, spend some time reflecting on the experience. Whether you found it easy or challenging, take note of what you learned and how you felt during the process. Journaling is a good way to process these emotions and thoughts. And here's the magical part. Read through the journal entry about your barriers and your initial lack of confidence. Then read your reflections on actually doing the activity. Notice the contrast. Allow yourself to feel proud of taking this step, however small or big it may be. You're practicing resilience, courage, and most importantly, confidence. And don't forget to reward yourself for taking this step. Treat yourself to something you love, something that makes you feel good. Positive reinforcement goes a long way in consolidating new behaviors and attitudes. And finally, share your experience. If you're comfortable, talk to a friend or a family member about what you did and how it felt. Sometimes speaking about our achievements, even if they seem small, helps cement them in our reality and makes them more potent. Your journey towards ultimate success is an ongoing one, paved with numerous opportunities to grow and shine. I'm confident that you'll make the most of them, starting with this homework exercise. What an incredible journey today has been. I trust you're as excited as I am to bring this newfound confidence into the real world. Next time, we'll explore the invaluable skill of time management, something that complements your growing self-confidence perfectly. And so until next time, goodbye and good mental health.